I'm resident of color YouTube Joel Saints. That's my buddy Alan Gallant. That's my buddy Patrick McCray. We're here to review season 3, episode 1 of Hap and Leonard. We have a bit of a ghost story mixed with some good old racism, which isn't good.
Oh yeah. It all begins with another lynching.
You just called it good, Joe. Yeah. What are we supposed to believe?
Whatever you want to believe. You know what's interesting? I wasn't expecting this to also start with a chimney fire and a house fire at the same time.
Well, it's the holidays.
Yeah, the holidays too. We got Christmas here.
But first, we have established that Grove's town is a complete devil's.
What a beginning! What a way to hook us!
And it ends with a lynching again.
Yeah. Well, the Klan, woman just carries right over.
Yeah. It does. And Grovestown is a Klan town. It is what they used to call a sundown town.
Yeah.
What did you guys actually liked how the cops show up? You outdid yourself this time, Leonard.
Well, yeah.
It's like practice makes perfect.
He's done. That's right. He's done this before. He does not like these irresponsible, silly, incompetent gangsters hanging out in his neighborhood. So he burns them out every once in a while.
He doesn't like the drug dealers.
No.
They just keep coming back.
Yeah. They do. Now he ends up with 2 of them living in his house. Because he walks in the door and there they are eating pizza.
He is truly a very Taoist character at this point. He is path of least resistance.
Yeah, he is. He protests too much and accepts anyway.
Yeah,
and a lot of times. So he's an interesting character that way. I think he resents the hell out of his own personality. And that's why he gets all crusty some of the time.
Yeah.
Well, they offer him the one thing no man can honestly refuse: free pizza.
That's right, and he actually asks them what kind it is. So, yeah, okay, we know where this is going. Pat walks in the door and says, "What are these guys doing here?" Well, they're going to watch the house while we're gone. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. And I counted my cookies.
He's counted the cookies too. He doesn't care if they raid his refrigerator. They just don't touch his cookies.
Yeah, he's counted the Nutella wafers. The vanilla wafers.
Oh yeah.
Don't touch the cookies.
That's with his Nutella wafers. No.
It's like my kids and their Pop-Tarts. Dad, don't touch the Pop-Tarts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's basically what that
some things are sacred. You can't mess with it. So
you can't touch the s'mores Pop-Tarts in the house here because they belong to the children. But the raspberry ones are okay. See, you can touch those ones.
Oh yeah.
But my God, what did you guys make of the beginning though? Because like you guys were talking about there's some devil stuff going on.
Oh,
here.
The mojo.
Yeah, what did you guys make?
It's a continuation of the mojo. It's the old story of making a deal with the devil at the crossroads so you can play the guitar and be Robert Johnson. And this is what they do. They just kind of reenact the Robert Johnson mythology, only it comes to the same ugly end a little differently, but it's the same ugly end for the guy and a whole bunch of other people. And the town is supposedly cursed because of this deal that was made with the devil by this guitar player. And that's why it's a sundown town, and nobody with dark skin stays there. It's like Philadelphia, Mississippi in 1964 in this town in around 1990, 91 now probably, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
it's a relic, a dangerous relic, obviously at this point. And of course, reason they're going there is because Florida's missing. So you have to have a reason for going to a place like that.
Yeah.
I think your audio's out there, buddy.
No, I'm just pondering what I'm going to say next.
No, it's
Is it gone? Can you not hear me?
no, I can hear you. There you go. Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
No, the girl sounded weird over the telephone.
Yeah,
So,
she's tense.
so the detective he goes, you know what? If you go down and get her, I'll let Leonard off the hook. No. If you let Leonard out of jail, I'll go do it.
Right.
And
He's gonna have backup.
this is the excuse to get Leonard to go with him.
Sure, he's not going to go down there alone. He knows what that Grove's town is like.
Yeah, that's true. But boy, this is a moment where, Hap is portrayed on the road trip there as being a little slow.
Yeah.
And he's actually, this is one of Hap's dumbest things that he's done, is to bring Leonard into this.
Leonard with.
It's just not gonna go well for Leonard. It's not gonna go well for the town.
No. The realization dawns on them as soon as they try to get a hotel room. I mean, it's just like
there's an arrogance to him that I think maybe the past couple of adventures have given him.
Yeah.
And if we see him, at the beginning of this episode where he's beaten and bloody and he's in the car, clearly those past episodes haven't mattered at all.
Yeah. Neither one of them have learned a whole lot when it comes to their tunnel vision when something strikes them that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
They just throw caution to the wind a lot of times. Complain about it maybe, but still do it anyway.
And even the elderly couple they meet like on the outskirts of town a bit, they're gonna like you and they're gonna love him.
Yeah. Those two black ladies. It's like when they offer Leonard the bathroom in the house.
Yes.
Send Hap out back to take a whiz or whatever.
Yeah.
Bald peanuts.
It's like
hopefully he wasn't wiping his butt on the sycamore tree out there or something. That would not have been good.
Yeah, I love how the townspeople are just staring at Leonard like,
like,
what?
Oh yeah, it's like it's a total throwback.
Yeah,
it's a total throwback.
This is literally the town where you literally are taking a step backwards in time.
Yeah, it's like after the deal with the devil in the 1930s, it just froze.
Yeah,
it just froze there.
Like everybody here is white, and they're proud of it.
Yeah, and not very tolerant.
The show has been progressively moving them further and further away from zones of comfort.
Yeah.
At first it's just a house, just a little off the freeway, off the highway. And then it's part of their town or neighboring town that's they got some secrets.
Yeah.
Now they're
2 hours away.
Yeah.
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 Reality gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah. He's like, I like how Hap's like, I could live in this town, and then he sees his car like, never mind.
Yeah. What a shocking ending. Now, Joel, I know you love to be shocked by things. That really is a breathtaking image and moment of storytelling that is very true.
It reminds me of, you ever see Die Hard 3? Where
did.
Bruce Willis has the sign on.
Die Harder or whatever.
Yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah.
It's like, God, why?
That's the first one where he's completely bald. He shaves his head in that one because he's lost pretty much all of his hair by that time.
Yeah. Well, tonsure, he's beyond the point of tonsure.
Yeah.
He's graduated.
He's a little thicker. Yeah, he's a bit thicker. He wears the beefy tees now instead of the thin, stretchy ones. Yeah,
that's right.
Samuel Jackson's in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So, I mean, the car, it is a shocking sort of like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's definitely, as I mentioned before, it's like Philadelphia, Mississippi in 1964 during Mississippi. It's that hostile.
And really, a telltale sign of this, too, is when they go into the hotel room And the woman's looking at Leonard like,
Oh, that woman, forget about
yeah.
it.
She's lovely. Well, wait till you meet the sheriff's deputy,
Uh-huh.
or maybe she's the sheriff. I don't even know. That's in the next episode.
Oh my God.
Do you know, Jewel? Have you seen it yet?
No.
You will writhe with pleasure.
Oh
Sort
my
of.
God. And it's weird because when they go into town too, I love the little girl on the bridge. Very creepy feeling.
What is it? What is it that is so off-putting about her accent or her method of speaking that I always find that particular type of voice is assigned to certain types of characters? Yet I can't come up with another example.
You talking about the hotel lady?
No, I'm talking about the narrator.
Oh, the narrator. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I know about the hotel lady though. That tone that she takes and that accent is all bless your heart. That's all it is.
There's a woman who has a similar narration. I'll try to record the voice, but it's on Red Dead Redemption Online where you're going into the bounty hunter mission. She has a very southern accent, and it's very distinct. It stands out. I'll record it because it sounded similar in this episode here. I don't think it's the same woman, but
no,
the way she told the story had this very dark, creepy. Like you did, it's crazy because you didn't need the visuals. Her voice told that story as much as the visual scene did.
Mm-hmm. I knew we had a stage manager once at the Summers Theater that I worked at for many years, who was from Southeast Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, not way down south, but Dallas, Fort Worth, and she had a harsh accent, and it's not true of everybody from that area, but it's very, very Texas Southern. Okay. And she had a friend named Charlene. It was a little Arkansas, it was a little bit of that kind of stuff coming through. She was very, very, very hard accent, not harsh necessarily, sometimes harsh, but not necessarily, but hard. All of the pronunciations and the fricatives and everything else was just like, just like she had a chug of tobacco right here. It's like.
And I like how they use the American flag for Hap's car too.
Oh, of course. Well, they were, they're probably going to stop short of the. Well, that's kind of a commentary, actually, on the way that the American flag has been fetishized in negative ways in recent history in this country. That it stands in for the Confederate flag in certain people's minds.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing too. I think if you use a Confederate flag in the first episode, it's a bit overkill. So I'm glad they don't here. They use the American flag in a way to tell their story. Like,
it's more layered.
Yeah,
it's more layered to do that. It's not, yeehaw, Dukes of Hazzard. It's.
I am going to get those Dukes.
Roscoe.
Oh my God!
This town would have a boss hog of some kind, probably.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It was when Boss Hogg dispatched the Beast Raban to deal with Uncle Jesse that I knew the stakes had been raised.
Oh yeah,
the Landsrod would be alerted.
What sorcery is this?
Those cyanide-tipped arrows. We must have them. The wielding arrows.
What?
Fortunately, they just bounce off the General Lee.
What shocked you guys about this episode?
It shocked me the moment I just invoked the word shock.
It starts with another lynching.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting the point that the soil is soaked with this kind of blood. In this area of the country, it is soaked with this kind of blood in this southeastern Texas.
Land there is sour, Lewis.
Yeah, and it's also it's mythological in its in its
Reach,
generational sort of practice. It has a mythology about it, which is why you get the devil at the crossroads kind of thing going on, and that this town is, what's cursed with racism, obviously, really bad racism. 30 years after the fact of Civil Rights Act and all this other stuff, it's still just as vivid at that point. So that's a bit shocking.
Yeah.
But it also shocked the hell out of me when Hap goes into Florida's house and all of a sudden the detective is there.
There he is.
Holy! It's like, and you realize that he's PO'd at Hap for sleeping with Florida, but also he can't do it because he's back together with his wife.
Yeah.
So all he can do is skulk around himself, which is why the issue doesn't come to full bloom that he's looking around Florida's stuff and he turns the light on. He just wants to catch him, and let him know, kind of who's boss, at least in one area. But Hap's the boss in terms of getting the work done because he's free to do it. He's free to go out there and do it.
I have to say no a lot of times.
And he couldn't could say no, but Leonard stays in jail. So
it's true.
Yeah.
I like how they're watching the Bears have sex on TV.
Oh yeah, God! And when they're in jail, that was a Barney Fife moment. I'm sorry, that was.
It really was.
The cops are sitting there too. They're watching this shit.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Till they start making cracks about the deputies, and then it's all over. Go back to your cells. It's over.
They're like,
no sense of humor at all.
It's like that. Is it like when a dog has sex? It's like no.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No, it has to turn personal.
Then they start talking about turning penises into knots. No, that was Leonard and the detective talking.
Yeah.
No, what happened? The detective talking about Florida and how they had both sort of been. And I have to say, Hap showed great restraint not telling him about the race factor in their relationship ending. Yeah. He didn't say anything about the fact that she had said, I always saw myself as a black man. Yeah. Which was kind of interesting.
What's you guys' favorite scene in this episode?
Well, I mean, this is as heavy as it is. It still is kind of light compared to some of the things we've gotten. Anytime Christmas time is coming, is a favorite scene of mine. This has the most amazing soundtrack of any of their episodes,
especially since the house explodes in flames and all things going on. It really kind of establishes the fact that this is almost satirical at times, this episode. And I think it's I mean, there are some shocks in it, obviously, but it's almost like we're going to wind you back up again. This is early in the season. We're going to wind you back up again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all those early scenes are great. Fantastic. Obviously, the whole thing going to, Groverstown is just, it's just it drips pretty well, even though they're cracking wise about it the whole time.
This whole episode was my favorite. It is too good. It's perfect blend of humor, a bit of horror, a bit of action. It had.
You got frickin' frack with the two black ladies and at the You got everything in this episode. Yeah, so it's a nice dynamic, or series of dynamics, I should say.
So here's what I figure we'll plan. Okay, I know we're doing what is it? The Avengers Monday.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's the.
So to squeeze this in for Tuesday, we'll squeeze the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in Tuesday.
Okay.
If that's okay for everybody. And then we'll do.
Yeah, I'd like to do it. I mean, I'd really like to do that movie. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I've watched it twice again already. So. But yeah, we'll squeeze that in Tuesday if that's okay, and we'll see if Gordon wants to join us for that one too, for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Give him a heads up.
Yeah, Is there anything you guys want to add before we go? Patrick,
I don't know. I'm anxious to see what happens next.
I am. But in order to see what happens next, we're going to have to make arrangements because I don't think episode 2, season 3 is on our usual freebie.
Is it the only one that's missing?
I think so, but let me check really quick on Daily Motion. Let's see, entertainment, Daily Motion.
I'll buy it on Amazon for $2.99.
Well, I may end up doing something like that too, but it's a shame. But one episode per season is affordable, and I think it is only one episode. So, Hap and Leonard, season 3. Let me go ahead and see here. Go. Hap and Leonard. Yeah, episode 3 is there. Episode 2 is listed, but again, it's one of those things that it's not really there.
The missing soldier.
Yeah, it's a missing soldier. Episode 4 is there. Let's see. I think I've seen episode 5. I just saw, and 6. So yeah, I think the rest of them are there. It's just the one episode that's missing right now.
Okay.
Which we had in season 2. So,
but we have a strategy now.
We have a strategy. So, yeah, I'll probably grab it off of Amazon or Apple TV, one of the two, and pay the $2.99 or whatever it is, and watch it. But we're not going to get to that until what, Wednesday, probably.
Yeah, probably yeah, Wednesday. All right, guys. A pleasure as always. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Daybook about is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Glenn's YouTube channel, Collins Port After Dark box. Go check out Alan's channel. You will see the Hand of Patofe. You may see a possession or two.
There are 10 of them up there. If you've not seen them, they're mostly dedicated to the merchandising of the show at the time up to this point. So, and I haven't gotten to one for a while, so I apologize to those of you who watched the 10, but they're there. So,
yeah, go check out Alan's channel. It's very knowledgeable. A lot of information you get there. And go pick up Patrick's book. Very, very insightful. Excellent read.
Thank you.
You guys have a safe night. Take care.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a long, hazardous drive.
Okay.
Oh my God.